recalling back, we did remember affirmative, negative. Now we do a little exercise to remember. I'll give you some affirmative sentences and you can change that into negative. How to do that? It's very easy. It's a matter of small practice. Okay? Now, let us now look at some affirmative sentences changing into negative. So, I will write here affirmative sentences. What are we going to do? Affirmative sentences to change into negative. And that's what we are going to do. So, what you will do, I'll give you some affirmative, you will change into negative. So, I will write one side the affirmative and we will change it together. Now, the affirmative sentence that I have here is Sam sings. You remember I did what I did with you? Sings well. It's a complete declaring, affirming. Sam sings well. Does Sam sing well? Yes. Who sings well? Sam sings well. Now, we are going to change this sentence into a negative sentence. Now, affirmative sentence, declarative sentence, it can be positive or negative. Now, here we are affirming that Sam sings well. Now, we'll make it into negative saying, he does not sing well. Sam does not sing well. Okay. So, you can say, Sam sings well, change it. Sam does not sing well. Okay. Sam, just adding does not, it becomes negative. Sam does not sing well. That's all. What we have done here is, Sam sings well, that is affirmative sentence. Now we are making it negative by adding does not. All we need to do is, Sam sings well. Sam does not sing well. It's very simple. Now, look at next one. He can swim. So, we are affirming he can swim. It's a complete sentence. He can swim. We know he can swim. Now, what are we going to do? We're going to change it into negative sentence. Negative, affirmative sentence. He cannot swim. He can swim. So we are telling no, he cannot. We are adding cannot. He cannot swim. It's an affirmative and it's a negative sentence. So he cannot swim. All right? You know how to do now? Just add does not, cannot, then it becomes a negative form. Somebody shouted. Somebody shouted. You don't know who shouted, but we know somebody shouted. Did anyone shout? Yes, somebody shouted. Now change it into a negative affirmative sentence. Nobody shouted. Nobody shouted. Actually, grammar, it's very interesting, isn't it? If you know, if you understand, if you grasp well, it's very interesting. She has a watch. She has a watch. That's a complete affirmative, positive sentence, and we're changing it into negative. And what will it become? She has no watch. She has a watch. So we are making it negative. She has no watch. All right? She has no watch. Now, another one. Now look at all this. Sam sings well, Sam doesn't sing well. He can swim, he cannot swim. Somebody shouted, nobody shouted. She has a watch, she has no watch. Finished. Now, another one. I shall go tomorrow. I shall go tomorrow. It's a complete affirmative sentence, positive. Now I'm going to make the positive affirmative sentence. I shall go tomorrow. What will you say? I shall not go tomorrow. That's all. I shall not. Just adding the word not. It becomes negative affirmative sentence. I shall not go tomorrow. Isn't it easy? Very interesting, isn't it? Another one I'll give you. Keep quiet. Okay? Keep quiet. It's a complete sentence, affirmative sentence. Keep quiet. And I'm going to make it into negative. How will you say? Do not keep quiet. In the class, if the teacher says keep quiet, some naughty children will say, do not keep quiet, shout, shout. Isn't it? So do not keep quiet. Now, look at the sentences. We've got affirmative sentences here, affirmative, positive sentences, and we have changed it into affirmative, negative sentence. Just adding one or two words. Okay, Sam sings well, Sam doesn't sing well. Then, he can swim? No, cannot swim. He cannot. Just putting the one word can, you put cannot. Nobody shouted. Somebody shouted, positive. Nobody shouted. That is negative. She has a watch, she has no watch. You can also say, she hasn't got a watch. She doesn't have a watch. I shall go tomorrow. Positive, affirmative. You changed by putting not. I shall not go tomorrow. You have here, shh, keep quiet. You change it, do not keep quiet. So now you know how to change a positive sentence into negative by adding not, cannot, all that. So now you understand better. It's very easy if you concentrate. It's very interesting grammar.